Hello everyone, I am Dr. M. K. Matodi, Faculty, Government Law College, Hassan. I am going to speak on the introduction to the law course and legal profession. This lecture is designed to help the freshers to the law course to understand the importance of studying law and entering the law profession. At the outset, let me begin with the statement of Shakespeare, who has stated in one of his plays that I have perhaps some shallow spirit of judgment, but in these nice sharp quillets of the law, good faith, I am no wiser than a dog. It means even Shakespeare has confessed that it is not that easy to understand some of the quillets of law. To be frank, I am not as wise as anybody. So it is his statement to come to the statement about the law. Now, what is the place of law in society? In society, law plays an important role. There is a belief that law changes according to the change in society. So also, society also gets changed as per the change in law. So they are mutually interactive, law and society. Without there being the law, man would have been a different creature. There would have been anarchy. He would have behaved in his own way, in his own selfish way. So in that way, law is an important instrument in regulating the human behavior. There is an argument that law is not at all necessary. In the sense, there can be an orderly and just society even without law. We could see that in olden days there were no police, there were no courts, yet the life was orderly. So in that way there is no need for the law at all. And scholars like Karl Marx and Plato protagonize this kind of argument, and they state that for a just society law is not necessary. But over the years, especially after the French and British revolutions, it has been felt that law is essential and law is a necessary evil. This is the later development. But whether law is unnecessary or it is an evil, this question needs to be answered in the most modern way, in this way that the experience over the last several centuries has shown us that law is one of the great civilizing forces. So law has been the reason and instrument in getting the people civilized. So civilization has been contributed even by the law and the legal systems across the world. Growth of law has been linked with the growth of legal systems across the world. So law has grown according to the growth in legal systems, and the legal systems have grown as per the requirements of the society. And laws are nothing but moral codes. But these moral codes are varying in their complexity and definiteness. This is the meaning of law to begin with. Now, we have to look to some attractions of law. Law is a very tasty subject, I should say. It means if one reads it with particular aptitude, he or she will definitely develop a peculiar taste in this subject. And this taste in the subject makes the reader or the student to select the legal profession as his or her career. But one thing is that the taste in subject must precede the selection of profession. Because if one selects the profession and then reads law, that becomes mechanical or there is a purposive. That should not be the thing. Law should be studied for its own sake. It's so tasty that But a man should pick up the law for study and then incidentally he should enter the legal profession. Another attraction of law is that law is the cement of society. It is the cement of society because it bridges the gap in the society. There are orderly behaviors, there are deviations in the society. The persons who deviate from the rules, they will be punished by the law and they will be kept in order. So that is called as the function of bridging the gap. So law is the cement of society and law is the essential medium of change. Whenever the society expects the changed behavior, this expectation of the society can be spelled through the law. So, law acts as the medium of social change. Fourth attraction of the law is law helps the student of law to understand the public affairs. He can understand the public affairs like the societal problems or the societal needs. Apart from this, the law also helps in promotion of accuracy in expression. So the law students are known for accurately expressing what they intend to say. So there won't be the problems in the expression. So there will be accuracy of expression. Another attraction of this field of study is facilitation of arguments. So when a student takes up law, and his line of argument will be concretized in his studies and approaches, and when he is supposed to express it before the forums, he becomes argumentative. So in the process of impartation of law and learning law, there is facilitation of arguments. Then the law also attracts students because it promotes the interpretative skills. It may be the interpretation of documents or interpretation of statutes or interpretation of any situation as well. So whenever these things are encountered by any person, if he is a student of law, he can better manage this problem of interpreting the statute, documents or the situation or the context. So law helps in interpreting the things. Then promotion of interpretative skills, I said. Then next one, understanding of social values. Through the law, a student can understand the social values and he can spare his time for the protection of social value, cherishing of the social values. So that is another attraction. The last attraction of the law is that it has got wider vocational relevance, in the sense, unless it is the profession of teaching law, if you are there in the profession of law as a lawyer, then you have got different options in terms of choosing career. You can become judges, you can become public prosecutors, you can remain advocates, you can become advisors. There are different ramifications to the legal profession. So it has got wide vocational relevance. But at the end of this presentation, let me tell you that practice of law involves much routine, careful and unexciting work necessitating great temperament. So the persons who are in the legal profession, they do feel that they are doing the routine work only. Every day the work is same, nothing new. But each moment they have to be very careful in their profession. Their job seems to be unexciting. Their job seems to be routine. Their job seems to be uninteresting, but yet they have to do it, and this requires a great temperament on their part. Thank you.